Good afternoon. Today we are here to pay homage to our founder secretary and former principal of Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology, Kolkata, late Professor Moni Banerjee. On this occasion, every year we organize this memorial lecture to pay tribute to Professor Banerjee for his immense contribution for the leather industry and for our association. We are proud to have today as Mr. Ranga as Honorable Speaker and Mr. Tapan Nandi as Chairman of this event. So to start the event, let us pay flower tribute to Professor Banerjee. May I request Vice President of ILTA, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Ranga, and Honorable Chairman, Mr. Tapan Nandi, to pay tribute, and rest of the, and also we request the family member of Professor Banerjee to pay flower tribute. Due to some emergency situation, our Honorable Speaker has to leave early to catch his flight. He has to go to Bhubaneswar, some urgent work. That's why we will start his lecture first, then we will go for the rest of the event. Before that, I request our Vice President, Mr. Asit Kanungo, to welcome the audience for a few minutes. And after the lecture, we will listen to our Honorable Guest of Honor, the Chairman, Mr. Tapan Nandi of Leather Goods Park.
Good afternoon. As you people are aware that this is the Platinum Jubilee year celebration of our association, which was founded on 14th of August 1950, and the founder secretary was Professor Moni Banerjee, our ex-principal of the College of Leather Technology, which was situated on Canal South Road under the Calcutta University. And the year that he retired from the College of Leather Technology was 1979, which was my passing year from the college. We are very close to him, and because of him as well as Professor B.M. Das, this association is striving hard, and we are pursuing with it since last 75 years. This year, in fact, normally this year is his 15th memorial lecture that we are delivering. Normally we do it on the 15th of March of each and every year. This time, because of some problems like our international conference, it has been shifted for this day. And today we are over here for this memorial lecture. The Deputy Director of Bureau of Indian Standard, Mr. Ranga, is going to deliver the memorial lecture. The title is Indian Standards on Leather and Leather Products. Since he has got a very paucity of time, he has to catch a flight. So we are shifting our focus on different of our program, detail of the programs, and we shall be inviting Professor Dr. Ranga to deliver his address. Thank you.
Very good evening. I am Banothu Ranga. I am Deputy Director of Bureau of Indian Standards. So I am looking after these textile products and civil products, some of the civil products. So most of you people must have known the Bureau of Indian Standards, and most of women must have been known about HUID hallmarking. So Bureau of Indian Standards look into it. So what are the major things we used to do is product certification, ISI mark. You should have listened about ISI mark on the products. So they for helmets, for cylinders, and many other products which are regarding the safety and health issues, there will be mostly under the quality control orders in which ISI mark is mandatory. So we used to look into that products. So another major is laboratory, and third one is hallmarking. So most of you people known Bureau of Indian Standards for hallmark. So when the gold is being purchased in 2021 afterwards, many of the districts have made very compulsory use of HUID on the ornaments to maintain their quality. So Bureau of Indian Standards mostly look into it. So I am looking after the product certification of textiles. So in Kolkata branch office, there were no leather product experts in Bureau of Indian Standards in Kolkata branch office. So I am the textile department officer. So I came here to deliver a small lecture on leather products. So I have very limited time today, so I need to leave for flight. So I will little complete early, but I will try to give you a very brief and to let you know more about BIS and the importance of leather products also. So you people are of leather experts, so I will concentrate more of the leather products on this lecture. So before going into the lecture, I will let you know what is BIS. So I just have explained completely about BIS. So there is an app called BIS Care app that you can download from Play Store or Apple iStore also. So from there you can verify the products ISI marks. There will be a CML number, so you can verify whether the product is genuine or not. For HUID also, for gold hallmark jewelries, you can verify the HUID from this app that is available in Play Store. So these leather products are being looked by the chemical department of Bureau of Indian Standards. So all these standards are being formulated in headquarters, that is in Delhi. So before formulating of any standard, they used to get the information from the most of the technologists, colleges, laboratories, and all the manufacturers. They used to get they will have a meeting with the product experts, and they will draft the standards. So this leather products was being formulated by this CHD 17 committee. So there are several committees in BIS, several divisions. Textile division, chemical division, civil division. So for these leather products were being handled by the chemical department of Bureau of Indian Standards. So this major scope of this committee is formulating Indian standards on raw hides, skins, including pickled pelts, tan hides, and skins and finished leather. So these are beyond the scope. They do not go beyond the scope. They will only formulate standard on this with this committee. So this committee has formulated 182 standards, in which they are Indian standards. It is not mandated that it will be products only. We will also formulate standards on method of tests, products, and a code of practices, terminologies, because there are several terminologies based on other products. In civils, there may be some terminology which were not be known to everyone. So before formulating any standard, we used to formulate a terminology in which we give a definitions of what is the meaning of the word is. So we formulate this terminology, code of practices, product standards, and method of tests. There are 72 method of tests. So most of these are measuring of thickness, measuring of chromium content in the leather, measuring of tensile strength in the leather. So all of these method of tests have been formulated by BIS, and 91 product standards are being also formulated. So you can see all these standards were being published by this CHD 17 committee only. So in Kolkata, there are 2 Indian standards in product standards which are being used of ISI mark. So one is IS 1015. This is leather pump bucket and seat valves. Maybe you would have known that in hand pumps they used to use it, this leather one, this that brown one. So that is also being used here with ISI marks. And another is hand gloves and gauntlets and mittens. These are also being used by here. Many manufacturers have took product certification of BIS of these 2 products. So I will just give you a glimpse of Indian standard, how it would be, and what are being tested. So this is the major requirements. So before giving product certification to any product, before giving product certification to any manufacturer, we used to test their product. We used to draw their samples, and we send these samples to the labs, and those samples will test as per this Indian standard IS 2573 After their testing, if the report is found to be satisfactory for each and every parameter that is given in this Indian standard, then only the product certification will be given then to the product, those manufacturers. Once the so these are the some of the major parameters that is being used in the that have been given for the leather products. So solvent extractable substances, chromium content, pH of aqueous extract, double hole stitch tear strength. So these are the major parameters that is being tested in Indian standard for any leather products. These are commonly used parameters to be tested for leathers. But it was specially mentioned in mittens that I have been giving example as I am giving you as an example. And other parameters are in these leather gauntlets. They used to have cups. So those cups are made of textile products. So for those also they have given some parameters. Weave, what type of weave to be used on this leather gloves, and the count of yarn. Count of yarn is nothing but the linear density. The weight of yarn for 1000 meters of yarn is called count of yarn. So that count of yarn, ends per centimeters, number of ends per number of threads that are available on this fabric per centimeter, picks per centimeter, mass for gram per meter square, and breaking load of this textile product which is attached with this leather gloves. So I'll just let you know that before if you want to explore what are the Indian standards that are available on these leather products, you just go and visit this website bis.gov.in, where you will see a small icon called know your standards. So from there you can search by the keyword or by IS number. If you know the IS number, you just enter by selecting here IS number, and you can enter the IS number here. If you don't know the IS number, you want to get the know the Indian standard on leather products of gloves, you just search here by keyword. Here, click here for keyword, and type here the name of the product, leather gloves or leather mittens, or any buckets, leather buckets that are being used in this BSF, and those people used to have leather buckets. So you can search it by keyword also. So then you can get the complete Indian standards. So before, if there are some manufacturers, I will let you know how this product certification works and how you can apply. So actually there are two ways to get the product certification from BIS. There are option 1 and option 2. First you need to identify the Indian standard for which your product is being formulated. For example, you are manufacturing a leather hand gloves. So you need to identify the IS which is being formulated by Bureau of Indian Standards, IS 2570. So you need to identify the IS. Then you have to select option 1 or option 2. For option 2, you need to yourself draw the sample, and you need to sample the sample to the lab, and you get it tested. And if the test report is completely passing, based on the test report, you can apply for license from Manak Online portal. If you don't know the lab if you don't know which lab you used to test the leather products, you can just apply under option 1. This option 1, you need to give the complete details of your factory, name of the factory, and PAN number of the factory, and your product, what is the product, and how you manufacture, process flow chart of this factory, how you manufacture step-by-step process, and you need the manufacturing machinery list, test equipment list that is available with you. After submitting all these details, you can submit by paying some minimum marking fees. So actually for marking fees also, BI has given so much concession. For micro manufacturers, it is 80% concession has been given. If 1 lakh rupees is for large manufacturers, only 20,000 is to be paid for the micro manufacturers. So they can apply with 20,000 rupees submitted. After submitting under option 1, BIS officer will visit to the factory, and he will draw the sample, and he will submit the sample to the lab. If the lab report received is found satisfactory, and you will get the license for use of ISI mark on your product. And after the license is being granted, there will be a surveillance for every 4 months. BIS officer will visit the factory, and they will use to draw random samples, and they will submit the lab to the report, submit the samples to the lab to verify whether they are manufacturing the product as per Indian standard or not. So these are some of the mandatory certification items. So now cylinders, tires, transformers, cement, helmets and stoves, these are all under mandatory ISI certification. Whenever you see the product of tires or gas stoves or helmets, you will see the ISI mark on behind, or there somewhere ISI mark you will see. For helmet you will see IS 4151. For footwear you will see IS 6721. For cements, there are 3 types of cement: PPC, OPC, ordinary Portland cement. There are 3 types. So for ordinary Portland cement you will see IS 269. So these are some of the mandatory certification products of BIS. So this is from my side. I thought of having a 1 hour lecture with you, but I have very limited time constraints, so I am ending my lecture here. If anybody was interested in getting Indian standards, it is all free to download. So you can download from here only. Go to BIS website, bis.gov.in. From Know Your Standards, just select it on Know Your Standard and enter the keyword here, and you can download the Indian standard for free. If anybody have any doubts or want to know anything about BIS, then I will free to give you the information. So this is all from my end. Thank you very much, and I am really sorry for being so hurry, and I need to complete my lecture so I can catch my flight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ranga. I would request our General Secretary, Mr. Susanta Mallick, to come over the dais and present a memento to the speaker. And I would request Mr. Nandi, Tapan Nandi, to come over to the dais.
We are extremely sorry, due to some emergency, Mr. Ranga has to leave. So we could not complete the earlier program sequence. Now we can going back again. So may I request any representative from CLRI to pay flower tribute to Professor Banerjee. Mr. Sanjoy Chakraborty from Government College of Engineering and Late Technology. Anybody from CFTC or FDI? Mr. Puranjan from ILPA or anybody from ILPA? Mr. Puranjan is there. Mr. Subir Datto from Alumni Association, Government College of Engineering and Late Technology. Any other member from of ILTA or industry wants to pay tribute? Mr. Tarak Shah, one of the senior most member of ILTA and the college. Now we have today Mr. Tapan Nandi as the chairman of guest of honor. He is the chairman of Leather Goods Park, and he has immense contribution for leather and leather goods industry. We are proud to have him today here. May I request our Vice President to honor Mr. Tapan Nandi with flower bouquet. So before going to award giving ceremony, I would request our guest of honor, Mr. Nandi, to speak few words.
Good afternoon. It's a very sudden break in our program because the chief guest and speaker of the today's had to leave, and since they requested me to say a few things about Professor Moni Banerjee, whom I used to call, like many of you do not know, because I'm not from the College of Leather Technology, but I'm a self-made man, in the leather industry. And moreover, somehow Moni uncle, I used to call him, was inspired me to become a leather entrepreneur. How I'm going to tell you about that. Even Gopal also do not know about this history. We have a shop in Calcutta, in crossing of Park Street, Chowrangi, where I've started my career. My uncle owned the place, and it was the only saddlery and boot making company in Calcutta in that time, known as Morrison and Cottle Private Limited. Morrison and Cottle, it is a 150 years old organization, run by two English people, Mr. Morrison and Mr. Cottle, during English time. And my uncle's father, he's a grandfather of mine. He is not my first uncle, he's my cousin uncle. So he was the manager of this organization. So naturally, when the English left, so he owned that of Morrison and Cottle. Fortunately, Somarananda Dotto, my uncle, is a very close friend of Professor Moni Banerjee. I passed out from school, joined college, and during those days, I used to go to the shop and met Moni Banerjee. Later on, it's become my Moni uncle. Not very regular basis, but whenever he used to come, because we had a business of saddlery and the boot making, and it is completely a hand making boot and hand making shoe and all kind of saddle. I remember some materials, like been shortage, some harness leather and some other leather, which we used to use, for our product. And one day, Moni uncle came and told my uncle, can you get me some fat from the local beef shops? Can you get this? And some other things, some resin and all the products, because my uncle wanted a leather to be done immediately, a kind of harness leather, So he put a fire and put a karai and start burning and put some other material. That time I was just early in the college. I did not know what he was doing. I was very curiously, I was watching. And then when it become, the liquid become liquid, he sprayed, not sprayed, rather polished it, on the leather and everything. And then next day, he's gone. And next day my uncle said, it is ready, we can use it for our purpose, because normally all this leather is to come from Kanpur. So whenever it is to come, so I was almost a kind of apprentice in the shop, as to go there regular basis, thought of running a business. And Moni uncle also, and also my uncle, Shamur Kaka, always used to inspire me, do something about shoe making and boot making. It is a kind of inspiration then how I changed from boot making to leather goods making. That is my story, so that's a completely different story. But surely about Moni uncle and what he was and what he did, all these stories I'm not going to say, because everybody knows that, what Professor Banerjee, how he contributed in the leather industry, how Bengal tanning industry become a college and basic graduations, all the people got. All these stories I need not tell, because almost everybody knows in leather college. But I tell you very honestly, today, at this juncture, because I'm also almost 48 years in the leather goods business, I found we are losing sincerity on ourselves. Like we are not sincere at all, for our work and our effort, what we are doing. So at this juncture, I really feel that we need few more Moni Banerjee to come to revive the leather industry once more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Nandi. I was a student of Professor Moni Banerjee, and still we miss him. And as per me, we have not got any good principal than Professor Moni Banerjee in our college. What we have seen at that age, maybe that was the reaction of the age. But we have seen him like, whenever he is saying anything, man, there is the last word. That we have seen in our student days. Really, you are correct that we need some people like Professor Banerjee today for leather industry. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the leather industry to survive. However, let's see, someone else will come up like Professor Banerjee and will survive. So we, as to pay honor to Mr. Tapan Nandi, I request our Vice President to offer a shawl to Mr. Nandi, that he agreed and came to grace this occasion. We have another part of this event, that is award giving ceremony. So let me announce the names who has won the award this year, and I request Mr. Miss Somo Sweeney, topper Bachelor of Fashion Designing Examination 2025 from FDDI, Kolkata, but unfortunately she could not come today, so we have to send her medal and certificate by courier. So can we give a clap of applause for her? Next is Mr. Josim Mandal, the topper in BDS in footer designing and production 2025 from FDDI, West Bengal. I request our Vice President Mr. Asit Kanungo to hand over the award and the certificate, please. May I request Mr. Shantanu Maiti, the topper Diploma in Leather Goods Technology Examination 2025 from CFTC Boj, and I request our guest of honor Mr. Tapan Nandi to hand over the award and the certificate to Mr. Maiti, please. Shantanu, right. Miss Preeti Jadhav, the topper Diploma in Footwear Technology Examination 2025 from CFTC Boj. Her father was supposed to come today, but she also could not reach. So we'll send his award and the certificate by courier. So Can you applaud, please? Yeah. Then the last award is Missed Onjisha Sarkar, the student of BTech Leather Technology of Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology, Kolkata. And this award scholarship is nominated by a committee consisting of 3 members, Dr. Probal Dev, Principal, Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology, myself, and Dr. Chandana Banerjee Sarkar, that is daughter of Professor Moni Banerjee. In fact, this scholarship we are giving on the basis of the fund given by Professor Banerjee, which this fund is we kept as a FDR, and out of the interest we are giving this scholarship every year. So Miss Onjisha Sarkar is getting the scholarship this year. So may I request the family members of Professor Moni Banerjee, anyone please join and give this scholarship to Onjisha Sarkar. Ma'am, please come. Sanjoy to join on the dais. He is the just retired principal, and she has formulated these total things. Thank you, Mr. Professor Chakraborty. All the best. No? So that is the end of our today's event. So before that, I should give the vote of thanks to the people who contributed for this event. That we are really happy to have today Mr. Banothu Ranga, the Deputy Director of Bureau of Indian Standards, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, as a Honorable Speaker, Mr. Tapan Nandi, the Chairman of ILPA Leather Goods Park, as Guest of Honor of the Memorial Lecture, other dignitaries from leather industry, student, faculties, several academic institutes, our beloved members and guests, to witness this 15th Moni Banerjee Memorial Lecture. Our heartiest thanks to Mr. Ranga, the Honorable Speaker of the day, Mr. Tapan Nandi, for his continuous support in many of our activities, as always. Also, we would like to congratulate the award winners for their achievements, and we wish a bright future for all of you. Every year we celebrate this event, but this year it is a part of our Platinum Jubilee celebration. So thank you, thanks to all the participants here. We also thanks to all the students of GCELT, CFTC and FDDI who has participated today. Our sincere thanks to the family of Professor Banerjee for their kind presence on this occasion, like every year, and your presence is always motivate us. So please don't miss in future. And on behalf of the association, I would also like to express our sincere thanks to ILPA, the authority, and their associates for allocating this venue and extending all supports. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the participants today. So let us have little snacks which is waiting outside, and thank you very much again.